What are the biggest technological trends that will shape the future of business and society in the next 5 to 10 years? Well, anyone who can give you an exact answer to the question of what's the next big thing is probably out playing the stock market and not making videos. But nonetheless, I think there are two technologies that are definitely thriving. I'm not going to tell you about the big ones that we're hearing about everywhere in AI, because actually still many companies haven't figured out what they'll do with it. But I do believe that it's going to have a big effect, and that's already apparent in the valuations of the companies that are being successful at it. So I'm going to look at two other things, both physical, and one is mobility, which is one of my fields. We're going to see, of course, self-driving cars. We already have them driving around. You'll see them every minute in San Francisco or Los Angeles or Phoenix or about a dozen cities around the world, many of them in China. You're also seeing self-driving delivery robots, which I've worked on, doing now the company Starship that I helped build has done 7 million paid autonomous deliveries. So this physical part of our world, mobility is the third largest industry in the world. And it's involved in how we live, where we live, how employees get to work, where they work, the very structure of our cities. Those things affect almost every business, and they're about to change. They're going to get easier. They're going to get cheaper. We're going to see changes in whether people own the vehicles they use or whether they just hire them for a few minutes to ride somewhere. We're going to see parking lots vanish. Real estate is going to change. After all, with real estate, they make the joke that the three things that value real estate are location, location, and location. Welcome to an era where the meaning of distance and the meaning of location is going to change, and that will change the biggest industries of the world. And this is a subset of what's going to happen in robotics. Now that we do have machine learning of a much greater power than we had before, we're finally going to see robots that actually can do the tasks they have been promising to do for some time. We're talking about sitting in factories and doing stuff, working to go alongside human beings without risk to them, and maybe even some in the home, although that's been a perennially difficult problem to go after. But this is a risky prediction. We also thought the 2010s were going to be the decade of the robot, but I'm going to make that scary prediction again and say that we're coming on the real decade of the robot right now. Let's look and see what happens.